250s on the line. I'm yanging here about time's gone by with the microphone switched off, and meanwhile the grass track meeting is in progress, and here we go. It looks like young Matt Reed hitting the front in the first 250cc race of the afternoon, and it is Matt Reed. Brian still play out there in the amateur league with King's League, working to move into the Pro League next season. And number 67, Frank Izzard, is there at the back at the moment, getting to grips with grass track racing. Number 20, gets lapped by Matt Reed. Matt Reed on his way then with Brian Cornelius in second place. And John Pilcher, Colin Osborne, Rob Hargreaves. Frank Izzard on the BSA. I'm betting that it mounts got something to do with that. 152 then, Matt Reed on his last lap. From Brian Cornelius, then John Pilcher, then Colin Osborne. Remember, Alan Dan is a lap in arrears. Third nicely spread out. Hargreaves starts his last lap, and here comes the victor. The first race of the afternoon is 152, Matt Reed. Oh, Frank Izzard's dropped it on that turn. Brian Cornelius takes second. Robin Pilcher takes third. Frank Izzard's up on the BSA, it's underway again. I remember the days when I used to ride them, and I used to bore up them too. Race 1 was a win there for number 152, Matt Reed. In second place is number 48, Brian Cornelius. In third place it was 49, we'll say it in a minute, John Pilcher. Fourth place 46, Colin Osborne. Fifth place 23, Rob Hargrave. Sixth place 67, Frank Izzard. And seventh place number 20, Alan Dan.
12.
Winner's time of 1 minute 12.71 seconds and an average speed of 44.80 miles per hour. Pretty quick in these wet, stodgy conditions. That's 152, 48, 49, 46, 23, 67 and 20. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.71 seconds, 44.80 miles per hour. Here we go, race 2. It looks like Richard Simmons that gets into the early lead. Ablett in second place. Strudwick goes into second. It's Richard Simmons, Keith Strudwick, Nick Ablett, Paul Simmons and Nick Adams. Keith Strudwick. Sussex at the moment. Then it's Nick Ablett, also a Sussex fella. Then Paul Simmons from Brook near Ashford. And 105, Nick Adams bringing up the rear. Second they go, race 2 goes to Richard Sims. Keith Strudwick with the chain off. Well, he was lucky there, he still kept his second position. 80, Richard Sims. Second place was 124, Keith Strudwick. Third place, number 50, Nick Ablett. Fourth place was 31, Paul Simmons, and fifth was 105, Nick Adams. No sixth finisher, the winner's time was 1 minute 13.28 seconds, an average speed of 44.45 miles per hour. That's 180, 124, 50, 31, 105, 1 minute 13.28 seconds, 44.45 miles per hour. Left-hand sidecars, we do have an additional runner as 127, Danny Holman and Colin Clark. 127, Danny Holman and Colin Clark, and I think they'll go in race 4. Oh, the Reds Rise are on the line there, the green flags are flying. Haven't got a problem with somebody trying to get going in the pits. No, they're all going to go as a three-man race, I think, in this one. Barry and Barry Geer in this one. They are the British left-hand sidecar champions. Having another go left-handed. They've done a few right-handed meetings this end of this season. Two more riders coming to the line now. Looks like Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph and Ken Jarvis, Jason Davies. But the Ken Jarvis, Jason Davies outfit doesn't want to run. outfits on the line and one pushing. So I think the man that's missing, correct me if I'm wrong, is 41, Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew, who I did see pushing their big V twin up and down the pits earlier. Perhaps that's a sign of them not running this afternoon. I think Ken Jarvis and Jason Davis are going to call it a day. They are under the 2 minutes official starting time. Let's have a look at the races. It should read. Number 9, Barry and Robin Geer, the current British left-hand champions. Ken Jarvis and Jason Davis still pushing that outfit. 209, Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. 60, Kev Bovis and Nigel Field. Ken Jarvis has got it up and running. He will come to the line. And there's Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph, who were second in this year's British Championships. And the current South Eastern Centre champions. That's Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph, second in the British title, and winners of the South Eastern Centre Championship title. So the British champions and the South East champions meet in race 3. On the line now, the left-hand sidecars. We're going to have to go without them because clutches must be getting hot down there and the plugs are oiling up. They're away. A nice clean break, but Ken Jarvis didn't get away. They come around the corner now. It's the British champions leading the South East champions. The South East champions got a good run on the inside. And the second next up past the commentary box. Look at these boys setting the world alight. Going right-handed, hasn't done any harm at all. They try to nip up on the inside. They almost clip the back of that outfit as they go down the straight there. It's Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph leading from Barry and Robin Geer. The V-twin Cotton is leading the 1000cc Yamaha Genesis is right there in second place. And third is Kev Bovis and Nigel Field. And bringing up the rear at the moment, Ron Jarvis, Michael Moore. But look at those front runners. Martin Cuff just having the advantage now over Barry and Robin Geer. Barry and Robin Geer, time to adjust, time to take a different line, flying up around the corner, but Martin Cuff has a very good line. It's Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph leading from Barry and Robin Geer in second place. Then Kev Bovis and Nigel Field a little bit back there in third, and Ron Jarvis, Michael Moore in fourth. Those of you who didn't go to White Colin last week, Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore won, leading up there left-handed, and Graeme was second. There goes the checkered flag. Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph take the first win in the left-hand class this afternoon. Cars a win for 128, Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph. In second place it was number 9, Barry and Robin Geer. In third place it was number 60, Kev Bovis and Nigel Field. In fourth place, 209, Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 16.32 seconds, an average speed of 42.68 miles per hour. Sidecars again, and this time it's Peter French and Dave Hollands, Graham Hilton, Duncan Earnshaw, Duncan Fish and John Wadey, Neal Owen and Dylan Davis, Willie Penfold, Peter Taylor, and the additional runner 127, Danny Holman and Colin Clark. I've seen Peter French and Dave Hollands out for a few weeks. Good to see them back in the fray. The revs rise, tapes flying, away they go. It's another even start. They head down to the first corner. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis on the 600cc Cotton lead this one. All side races they come round the corner. And Dean Bartholomew has come out in this one after missing race 1. Got a yellow flag out. That's Peter French and Dave Hollands in trouble on the first straight. Meanwhile, Neal Owen, Dylan Davis going on the way round. He's pressing to get his time on this one. Let's see who's got the signal. Dean Bartholomew, Graham Hilton, Duncan Earnshaw. Duncan's got his fan club with him today, so he's told me to behave myself and not say too much. And then when they come, Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. Past that flag, just 1 lap to go from them. Almost half a lap in front of Bartholomew in second place. Then Graham Hilton and Duncan Earnshaw in third. Then Duncan Fish and John Wadey. And John Wadey waving to his mum as he goes round. That's his mum, is it his mum? Could be his wife. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis take the win. second place. That back wants a bit of fixing too. I think Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew just got the third ahead of Duncan Fish and John Wadey. Race 4, a win for number 4, Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. In second place it was 151 Graham Hilton and Duncan Earnshaw. In third place it was number 41 Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew, and in fourth place number 174 Duncan Fish and John Wadey. No fifth finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute 15.94 seconds, an average speed of 42.90 miles per hour. You know, Dave Rumsey's a non-starter in the 350s this afternoon. My memory serving me correct. 117 Keith Massingham, 37 is Michael Peters. We're looking for Roy Hazelden, Andy Kerrison, Phil Ranson, Steve King and Adrian Harden. It's a good lineup of 350s here at Brighton this afternoon. Red flags flying while they get the left-hand sidecar off the circuit. The red flags go there and the green flags come up. The riders are under starters' orders. Brian Holland says, Gideon back, you're not going yet, son, pull back. Away they go then, a nice even break. Phil Ranson shoots out of the line, off the start line like a scalded cat. Into the first corner he goes with Steve King in hot pursuit. Keith Massingham's up there in third at the moment. Keith Massingham goes wide. Massingham goes back up into that fourth place ahead of Andy Kerrison. It's all systems go. Andy Kerrison squirts up on the inside. Keith Massingham taking a wide line, takes that fourth place back again. Then he goes after the game from line. Michael Peters, Andy Kerrison, and then Keith Massingham. Roy Hazelden and Adrian Harden bringing up the rear. Problems for Andy Kerrison, his machine stops, he moves on to the centre green, that's bad luck for him. No problems for Phil Ranson, he has to over his shoulder, positions well there on the field, and in 66 Steve King there in second place. Right, big dog battle going on there as Keith Massingham takes that inside line on Michael Peters and moves up into third place. Michael Peters now in fourth, then it's Roy Hazelden, then it's Adrian Harden. The checkered flag goes, the first one of the afternoon for number 6, Phil Ranson. Second place, a good steady ride there from Steve King. Oh, who's going to get third out of these two? Third place is 37, Michael Peters. From fourth place, Keith Massingham. Race 5, a win for number 6, Phil Ranson. Second place to 66, Steve King. Third to number 37, Michael Peters. After a big long battle with fourth place, 117, Keith Massingham. Fifth place was 364, Roy Hazelden. And in sixth place, it was number 2, Adrian Harden. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.40 seconds, an average speed of 45 miles per hour precisely. There we go then, race 6, the 350cc solos. Looks like Dave Mears has got the run in this one. Fresh from his win of another head down. It's Dave Mears leading. Jason Ross in second place. Then it's Tim Mount, Terry Massingham, Walter Means, and Alan Dan. Steve Webb taking the long way round, trying to go past Walter Neame. He's got there, but Walter Neame's got that more important inside front. They fight it out neck and neck. 139 Dave Mears on the front line with Jason Ross in hot pursuit. Then it's Tim Mount, then Terry Massingham, then Keith Webb. Out goes Walter Neame, problems for him. Alan Dan takes the evasive action. 139 Dave Mears takes the last lap flag from Jason Ross in second place. Tim Mount hanging on to third. Terry Massingham in fourth. Keith Webb in fifth. And the winner, 139, Dave Mears. Second place to 25, Jason Ross. It's a win for number 139, Dave Mears. In second place, it was number 25, Jason Ross. Third was 17, Tim Mount. Fourth was 213, Terry Massingham. Fifth was 52, Keith Webb. And in sixth place, number 20, Alan Dan. The winner's time was 1 minute 11.59 seconds. An average speed of 45.50 miles per hour. That's 139, 25, 17, 213, 52, and 20. 40. 1 minute 11.59 seconds, 45.50 miles per hour. So far, the fastest time of the day. 5 riders on the line, so we are one missing. Away they go then. Bob Wilson, Tony Miles is on the lead. Andre Steer and Rob Sharrock, that's the two Steer frame bikes. First and second at the moment, and it's Tony Gilbert with Andy Wood as ballast. Then there's Gavin Neal and Simon Beanie getting filled in by Tony Gilbert. Then John and Wayne Stafford at the moment at the back. 24, Rob Wilson, Tony Miles. Going clear on this one. Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock in hot pursuit in second place. Really national class riders here this afternoon on the right hand sidecars, including, of course, the Masters champions themselves. Coming up in the next race, Rusey, John Rumsey and Jason Glennie. But that's the next race, Bob Wilson, Tony Miles know that Dave Steer is right on their back wheel. The last lap flag goes. It's going to be a fight right through the finish between these boys. Well clear of the rest of the field. Gavin Newman's made it up into third place. Look at Dave Steer coming on the back wheel of Bob Wilson. Tony Miles is looking behind him to see where he is. They knows it's going to be close. They know he's going to be right there coming out of this corner. Dave Steer, Bob Wilson's got to be right. Dave Steer's come up on the inside. That's tight. That's close. I'll leave it to the lap scorers to sort that out. That was tight as expected. Race 7 was a win, and a fine win, by the knobbles of his tyre. For number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, it was 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock. In third place, it was 101, Gary Noonan and Simon Beanie. In fourth place, it was number 11, Tony Gilbert and Andy Wood. And in fifth place, number 81, John and Wayne Stafford. No sixth finisher. The winner's time, 1 minute, 23.05 seconds, an average speed of 44.47 miles per hour. That's 24, 17, 101, 11, 81. 1 minute 23.05, a speed of 44.47 miles per hour. Right-hand side cars in, number 6, Lee Ray and Chris Wall. The British Masters champions, 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Number 5, Andy Stevens and Simon Wall. 183, Stuart the Amers and A Mug, but I don't think they're here this afternoon. 112, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. And 25, Jay Brooks and R. Wilson.
25, Robbie Wilson and Colin and Simon
Jason Glennie into the first turn from Rob Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill in second place. Lee Ray and Chris Wall got a fight on their hands with number 5 Andy Stevens and Steve Carter. Well, this is Simon Carter, one of those. Simon Carter. But it's the British Masters champions out there in front. They're familiar yellow colours. Bruce Smith and Tony Baseby on the centre group. They've got it going again. They're coming back on the track. John Halsey, Jason Glennie, the British Masters champions, leading this one from 25. Rob Wilson Jr. and Lee Ray and Chris Wall. Seem to have a bit of a back tyre problem, I'm sure. They picked up a puncture. Andy Stevens and Simon Carter go by there, then someone through Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. At the back. Last lap flag goes for John Halsey and Jason Glennie. They're in the lead there, but Rob Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill can have the run for their money. Andy Stevens. And Simon Carter and Rick Colvin's there, just to confuse me. Then 112, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. But the checkered flag goes for John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Just ahead of Rob Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill. Another thrilling race here at Brighton. Race 8, a win for number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In second place was number 25, Robbie Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill. Third was number 5, Andy Stevens and Simon Carter. Fourth was 112, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. And in fifth place was number 6, Lee Ray and Chris Wall. No sixth finisher. The winner's time, 1 minute 24.43 seconds, an average speed of 43.74 miles per hour. Arthur Livings, Roy Gone, Roy Hoserton, John Knight and Steve Dowling. That's a good lineup of bikes of yesteryear, riders of today. That was polite, wasn't it? Quite good for me, really. See one kid looking at the paddock and they said, is that rider older than the bike or the bike older than the rider? I don't know what it meant. Got a clip around here though. Oh, we expect the battle to come from 71, King Arthur Livings, and 48, Brigadier Brian Cornelius. Up the line they go then. Brian Cornelius has got the best run with Tim Mount's leaving him for dead. Tim Mount goes into the first turn first on the 500 Jawa. From Brian Cornelius on the 350 chap in second place. And Arthur Livings in third on the BSI. And there's some noise on the Jawa. Paul Gatwood on the Jap. Roy Tom on the BSI. And Frank Izzard on the BSI. And Roy Hoserton on another PSI. Well, it's all good going here this afternoon. 17 Tim Mount on the 500 Jawa. Leading from 48, Brian Cornelius on the 350 chap in second place. Brigadier Brian Cornelius. And he's ahead of King Arthur. That's King Arthur Livings on the PSA in third. Frank Izzard on his first ever season. Lapping it up. Brian Cornelius takes Tim Mount on the outside. The 350 Jap comes good. I said to Brian in the pits earlier, I said, what year is that? He said, what bit of it? St. Nathan and Flywheels in 1948. He said the rest come along soon afterwards. He said, I even got given another bit last week. Brian Cornelius nips up the inside of Frank Izzard, takes the checkered flag for a win. Second place to number 17, Tim Mount. Third place with no change. Not third place, it's still a lap in arrears. Frank Izzard, no change on his position. And it was King Arthur Livings in third. And a win for the Brigadier, Brian Cornelius, number 48 in first place. In second place was number 17, Tim Mount. And in third place, 71, King Arthur Livings. In fourth place, it was 36, Roy Gom. Fifth place, 43, John Knight. Sixth place, 22, Paul Gatwood. And in seventh place is 67. Frank Izzard. No eighth finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute 21.54 seconds, an average speed of 39.95 miles per hour. Here we go then, race 10, the 500cc solos. These are the big ones, chaps. A cracking start, absolute flyer there. For what looks like Tony Dart. Tony Dart leading. Ian the Aim is in second, then Justin Shaw, then Paul Austin, Adrian Harden, and Chris Sweet. Make it very easy for the lap scores, they're nicely spread apart. And James Cramp. Tony Dart then, leading, throws it sideways into that corner. James Cramp goes out with problems. 187, Justin Shaw in second, then it's Paul Austin. There's Ian the Aim. Chris Sweet and Adrian Harden. Tony Dart's round again already. He doesn't have to get round quick that boy, doesn't he? Wherever get the time on this chap. He is decisively quick. Checkered flag, a win for Tony Dart. Race 10, a win for number 77, the very fast Tony Dart. In second place, it was number 187, Justin Shaw. In third place, 183, Ian the Amies. Fourth place, number 14, Paul Austin. Fifth place, 110, Chris Sweet. Sixth place, number 2, Adrian Harden. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 05.92 seconds and an average speed of 49.42 miles per hour. Getting very close to an average 50 mile an hour on this wet circuit. That's fast motoring. Fast Fastest time of the day so far then. 10, number 77, Tony Dart. Second to 187, Justin Shaw. Third, 183, Ian the Amies. Fourth was number 14, Paul Austin. Fifth was 110, Chris Sweet. Sixth, number 2, Adrian Harden. No other finishers. 1 minute 05.92, 49.42. Right, let's come to the line again then. It's race 11, rattling up through the programme here this afternoon. This was the last race in the first leg. We're looking for Robin Pilcher, Andy Kerrison, Graeme Brown, Dave Rumsey, Julian Phipps, Mark Smith and James Peters. I keep looking at Graeme Brown because there's a Gary Brown as well that rides 22, just to confuse me. Off they go then, down the first straight. Looks like Mark Smith has made it to the front there. Loses his left leg as he comes in, the trailing leg style of Mark Smith. Mark Smith goes wide, Graeme Brown's right in there with him. It's Mark Smith, John Pilcher, Graeme Brown, Dave Rumsey, Andy Kerrison and James Peters at the moment. But it could all change. Mark Smith, forgetting about that left leg, just dangling down there somewhere. 54, Mark Smith, no white jacket on. It's Mark Smith leading from Robin Pilcher, and Graeme Brown slips through there to second place. Graeme Brown makes it up on Robin Pilcher, so it's Mark Smith, Graeme Brown, Robin Pilcher, Dave Rumsey, Andy Kerrison. No Julian Phipps in this one, twisted his ankle in practice, aggravating an earlier injury, and unable to take any further part in this meeting. Here they come in, the checkered flags up. There, down goes Mark Smith. Mark Smith throws it away on the last corner. Graeme Brown snatches it from Robin Pilcher in second, Dave Rumsey in third. Mark Smith picking himself up to his feet. He's still got the engine running. Andy Kerrison going round there to complete race distance on, believe it or not, a very fast machine from James Peters. And Mark Smith from first to last in one easy slip-off movement. Number 122, Graeme Brown. In second place was 174, Robin Pilcher. Third was number 10, Dave Rumsey. Fourth was 561, Andy Kerrison. Fifth was number 45, James Peters, and sixth was number 54, Mark Smith. No seventh finisher, the winner's time 1 minute 13.74 seconds, an average speed of 44.18 miles per hour. For Keith Strudwick. 10 points apiece, number 49, John Pilcher, and 50, Nick Ablett. On 9 points apiece, 46 and 31, Colin Osborne and Paul Simmons. 8 points apiece, 23 and 105, it's Rob Hargreaves and Nick Adams. And Lonesome on his own, with 7 points to his credit, 67, Frank Izzard. The 250s come back to the line to do battle. Top of the 350 list, the number 6, Phil Ranson, and 139, Dave Mears. These are the 250s, the tapes fly, down the first straight they go. It's Matt Reed that leads off the tapes, the young Kings Lynn Knight. Leading this one, big fist for the problem, he comes around that corner, right in line, around that corner. Matt Reed, Humphrey Strudwick, from Richard Sims, from John Pilcher, Brian Cornelius and Alan Dan. All the riders behaving themselves, and none of this overtaking that makes it difficult for us in the caravan. You just stay as you are. 152, Matt Reed leading this one. Strudwick made it up to second place, Richard Sims is there in third, then it's John Pilcher, Brian Cornelius and Alan Dan. Well, you can tell Brigadier Brian is saving himself for his best shot in the 2-valve class. He's still plugging away with that 250, but I think he's saving his best. Or his 350 class on 375, whatever they call it this afternoon. It's Matt Reed leading, it's Keith Strudwick in second. Then it is Richard Sims, John Pilcher, Brian Cornelius, the Brigadier, and then number 20, Alan Dan. Here comes the checkered flag, then it's going to be 2 wide, 2 wins. Maximum points so far for 152, Matt Reed. Second place, 2124, Keith Strudwick. That's 2 second place, 50cc solos. There's a win there for number 152, Matt Reed. In second place, it was number 124, Keith Strudwick. Third place was 180, Richard Sims. Fourth place, 49, John Pilcher. Oh, that's what keeps confusing me. He's got 174. J. Pilcher in here. Fifth place was 48, Ryan Cornelius, the Brigadier. And in sixth place, number 20, Alan Dan. 07th finisher, the winner's time was 1 minute and 13 seconds precisely, an average speed of 44.63 miles per hour. From the top, 152, 124, 180, 49, 48 and 20. 1 minute 13 seconds, 44.63 miles per hour. 250s again then, we're looking for Colin Osborne, Rob Hargreaves, Paul Simmons, Frank Izzard, Nick Adams and Nick Ablett. Off they go then. Race number 13. Nick Ablett. There comes Nick Ablett. Overlooks it a bit there. Paul Simmons is right there with him. Paul Simmons tries to sneak through on the inside. It's close enough on the front line. Colin Osborne there in third. Then Rob Hargreaves and Nick Adams having a little battle of their own. And Frank Izzard out there again on the PSA. Certainly getting some rides in this his first ever meeting. Round they come then, 50, Nick Ablett leading this one. From 31, Paul Simmons. 46, Colin Osborne. 105, Nick Adams. 23, Rob Hargreaves. 67, Frank Izzard. I don't know what happened to it. No, that's enough of that. 50, Nick Ablett. That's the last lap flag from Paul Simmons in second. 46, Colin Osborne in third. That makes it easy for the commentator. Oh no, these two are at it, look. 105, Nick Adams. And 23, Rob Hargreaves. Bring up the rear. 67, Frank Izzard. Checkered flag goes, a win for number 50, Nick Ablett. From Paul Simmons, Colin Osborne. Race 13 then. Didn't realise it was race 13. At least it wasn't unlucky for anybody. A win for number 50, Nick Ablett. In second place, it was number 31, Paul Simmons. And in third place, it was 46, Colin Osborne. Fourth place, 105, Nick Adams. Fifth was number 23, Rob Hargreaves. Sixth was 67, Frank Izzard. The winner's time was 1 minute 20.62 seconds, an average speed of 40.41 miles per hour. That's 50, 31, 46, 105, 23, 67, 1 minute 20.62 seconds, a speed of 40.41 miles per hour. Race 14 coming to the line, and it's left-hand sidecars, Ken Jarvis and Jason Davis, Graham Hilton, Duncan Earnshaw, Kev Bovis, Nigel Field, Barry and Robin Geer, Duncan Fish, John Wadey, Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew. That's the lineup of the left-handers. Well, neither previous heat winner go in this one. We saved that for race 15. But 2 second place men go in this one. Number 9, Barry and Robin Geer, and 151, Graham Hilton and Duncan Disorderly. So off the line they go, down the first straight. Well, Duncan Fish got the actual best of the start, but Graham Hilton has zoomed into the lead there. And we've left one on the line. It looks like Ken Jarvis has left on the line again. 151 then, Graham Hilton. Leading this one, we haven't got a Barry and Robin Geer. So I don't know what's happened to them, unlike them not to come out. The race continues, Graham Hilton and Duncan Disorderly giving it the big one round that corner. With the big 22 twin. Second place is Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew, and look at Kev Bovis and Nigel Field nipping up there for second place. Wallace and Gromit strike. Got to watch him on them corners, that ladder gets in the way. 151, Graham Hilton and Duncan Disorderly go wide. Kev Bovis is through on the inside and making his way to the third. Certainly red rag to a two. Kev Bovis and Nigel Field lead. Graham Hilton and Duncan Disorderly are there in second place. Wallace and Gromit leading. Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew holding on to third. Duncan Fish and John Wadey pushing all the way in fourth. Graham Hilton right the inside run on Kev Bovis this time. The second flag goes is Kev Bovis and Nigel Field from Graham Hilton and Duncan Disorderly in second place. Race 14, the left-hand sidecars, was a win for number 60, Wallace and Gromit, alias Kevin Bovis and Nigel Field. In second place, it was 151, Graham Hilton and Duncan Disorderly. In third place, it was number 41, Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew. And in fourth place, 174, Duncan Fish and John Wadey. No fifth or sixth finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 21.44 seconds, an average speed of 40 miles per hour. Precisely. 2-8, Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph and Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. England versus Wales. Can't see any dragons down at the pits today. They often got their dragons with them when they come across from Welsh Wales, but I can't see any of them today. Left-hand sidecars, the battle of the big guns. Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph get away first on the Godden V-twin. Ahead of Neal Owen and Dylan Davis on the Godden 600 single. And he's really coming around that corner, L for leather at the moment. Probably outside where he's shaking out. Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph won't be company in this one. England and Wales are at it. And look at that other battle there between the third and fourth place men at the moment. Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. Working that machine for all it's worth. Trying to come on terms with the leader. They're not losing any ground, but they're not making a lot up either. We're very fast round that corner. 1-2-8 then, Martin Cuff. And Jason Ralph. And the last red flag. 1 lap to go ahead of Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. And then American fellas have been there. They've made up a few yards. They'll make up a few more yards than that on this lap if they're to take victory in this one. But this is only a heat. It is the finals that count. Danny Holman and Colin Clark there, having their first race of the day. 1-2-8. Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph take the win from Neal Owen and Dylan Davis in second place. Peter French and Dave Hollins, and then Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. A very, very fast win. It looked a fast race for number 1-2-8, Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph. In second place, it was number 4, Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. In third place, number 273, Peter French and Dave Hollins. Fourth was 209, Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. And fifth place, number 127, Danny Holman and Colin Clark. The winner's time was 1 minute 13.64 seconds, an average speed of 44.24 miles per hour. That's the fastest left-hand sidecar race of the day so far. Race 15, 1-2-8, 4, 273, 209, 127, 1 minute 13.64 seconds and 44.24 miles per hour. Race 16 then, on the line, we're looking for Tim Mount, Adrian Harden, Alan Dan, Phil Ranson, Keith Webb, Andy Kerrison, Walter Neame, Roy Hazelden and Mike Webster. 350cc solos come to battle in their second leg. Away they go then, flat out off that line, down their first straight. It's Tim Mount that leads, just ahead of Phil Ranson. Phil Ranson holds the throttle on a bit longer on that straight, gets into the first corner first. It's number 6, Phil Ranson, powering his way to that corner. Tim Mount's there in second place, then Adrian Harden, Keith Webb and Alan Dan. 6. Phil Ranson leading. Jim Mounts there in second place. Then Adrian Hart. Keith Webb coming past Wilton up into fourth place. Throttle eyes and mouth wide open as he comes out of that corner. Number 6. Phil Ranson. 17. Tim Mount. Then it's Adrian Harden and Keith Webb. Can Keith Webb get up into third place? Then it's Walter Neame and Alan Dan. Oh, Phil Ranson real comfortable leading in this one. Tim Mount quite happy with his second position, and look at Keith Webb after Adrian Harden there on the last lap now. Walter Neame out with trouble, I think. Yes. Keith Webb chasing Alan Dan. There goes Phil Ranson. That's the race won. Second place to number 17, Tim Mount. Now look at this tremendous battle for this third place. Keith Webb comes round the outside. He's got the throttle on, but it's number 2, Adrian Harden, to take that third place from Keith Webb and Alan Dan. 16 then, race 16, and a win there for number 6. A very comfortable win for Phil Ranson. Second place was number 17, Tim Mount. Third place to number 2, Adrian Harden. Fourth place, and trying hard all the way, was 52, Keith Webb. Fifth place was number 20, Alan Dan. Sixth place, 172, Walter Neame. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 13.35 seconds, an average speed of 44.41 miles per hour. That's 6, 17, 2, 52, 20, 172. 1 minute 13.35, speed 44.41. Over yet another page, on to race 17. We're flying through the programme here this afternoon. Anybody think it was going to get dark early?
I'm going to be on with the start. We're going to attack.
Right out they go then. Dave Mears leads, Steve King in second, Jason Ross in third, and then Keith Massingham. 3-9, Dave Mears. Previous race winner here this afternoon in the 350 class. Back him and Phil Ranson took one apiece in the first leg, and they've got one apiece so far almost in the second leg. It's a little bit more work to do for Dave Mears, but super reliable machinery. Not very often you see Dave Mears on the flag. It's 139, Dave Mears from 25, Jason Ross 66, Steve King. Then 37, Michael Pilcher 117, Terry Massingham, and 213, Terry Massingham. Oh, the old man's showing his daughter the way round now, look. 139, Dave Mears. I mustn't get biased and cheer one on, must I? 139, Dave Mears. Then it's Jason Ross. Then it's Steve King. Then it's Michael Peters. Then it's Keith, and then it's Terry Massingham. Follow me, Gal, he said. I'll show you. 139, Dave Mears takes the checkered flag. 25, Jason Ross in second place. Just think of Mum out there watching this lot. See the two of them going round together. Double arm attack coming up. 66, Steve King. Then to the line for third. Then it's Michael Peters. And then Keith Massingham and Terry Massingham. A win for number 139, Dave Mears. In second place, it was 25, Jason Ross. In third place, it was 66, Steve King. In fourth place, it was 37, Michael Peters. Fifth place, 117, Keith Massingham. Sixth place, 213, Terry Massingham. No 7th or 8th finishes. The winner's time was 1 minute 09.01 seconds, a speed of 47.21 miles per hour. 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack. Number 5, Andy Stevens and Simon Carter. Don't think we're going to get 183, Stuart the Amies and Nate Mudd. We've got 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie, the British Masters champions, and 101, Gavin Noonan and Simon Beanie. That's race 18 in your programme. All 5 outfits coming to the line. Previous race winner in number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie, the British Masters champions. Can they do it again? The tape went up very slowly, but it did get an even break off of it. Into the first corner they go. It's John Halsey and Jason Glennie leading from Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack. Two steer frames again. Steer frames have won every right-hand sidecar race. I picked up his second every race as well so far this afternoon. Bit more WD-45 on that tape. John Halsey, Jason Glennie. Leading from Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock. Next, Gavin Noonan, Simon Moore. Wrong one, Simon Beanie. Too many Simons there, yeah. Then 112, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. With number 5, Andy Stevens, Simon Carter, another Simon. Bringing up the rear at the moment. Oh, they're nicely spread out. Dave Steer's not following quite so close as he did with Rob Wilson. There goes the last lap flag. It's John Halsey and Jason Glennie from Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock, Gavin Newman, Simon Beanie, Steve Smith, Tony Baseby and Andy Stevens, Simon Carter. Checkered flag goes out, Dave Steer makes his move, but it's going to be on a second place for him. John Halsey and Jason Glennie take the win. Dave Steer, Rob Sharrock takes second, Gavin Newman, Simon Beanie in third. Then Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. Bean in the win there for the British Masters champions, number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In second place, it was number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock. In third place, it was 101, Gavin Noonan and Simon Beanie. In fourth place, it was 112, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. And in fifth place, number 5, Andy Stevens and Simon Carter. No six finisher, the winner's time is 1 minute 21.41 seconds, a speed of 45.37 miles per hour. Revs rise on the start line, the smoke bellowing out of those bikes. Brian Owen says keep still, away they go, another clean break, and away. Down this first straight they go, Rob Wilson, 2 miles from Rob Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill in second place. And told you it's a family sport, this grass tracking. Dad's leading, son in hot pursuit. Then it's Lee Ray and Chris Wall in third, obviously mended their puncher. Then Tony Gilbert and Andy Wood. Andy Wood, more familiar left-hand driver. And then Colin Wayne Stafford bringing up the rear. Down the back straight they go then, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles from Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. Flat out of that turn then, that half distance, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. From Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill, then Lee Ray, Chris Wall, Tony Gilbert and Andy Wood, and then John and Wayne Stafford, father and son team at the back. One lap to go, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles lead. Last winners of the Ace Races title. Ace Races weekend is next weekend. Down we come then. Last turn for the last time. Flat out, and the checkered flag goes for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles from Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. And it's Lee Ray and Chris Wall. Race 19. Race 19. Was a win for number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place, it was number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. In third place was number 6, Lee Ray and Chris Wall. In fourth place, it was number 11, Tony Gilbert and Andy Wood. And in fifth place, it was number 81, John and Wayne Stafford. No six finisher. The winner's time was 1 minute 21.76 seconds, an average speed of 45.17 miles per hour. On to race 20, we're looking for number 17, Tiger Tim Mount, 48, Brigadier Brian Cornelius, 71, King Arthur Livings, 22, Paul Gatwood, 36, Roy Gom, the Right Honourable Roy Gom, 43, John Knight, 111, Steve Dowling, and 364, Roy Hazel, and away they go. It's King Arthur that leads at the moment, but Brian Cornelius has made it up on him. The Brigadier leads the King. Brigadier goes a bit wide. King Arthur's right on the inside. The 350 gap makes the 350 PSA. Then it's the 250 PSA with Roy Gom on board. The Right Honourable Roy Gom, and then John Knight. Must be Sir John Knight, mustn't it? Then Brian Cornelius comes through wide. King Arthur comes up. The King has overtaken the Brigadier. King Arthur leads. The Brigadier is in second place and he's sliding there. throttle a bit hard. He's come to pressure. He's chasing after King Arthur. It's King Arthur leading from Brigadier Brian in second place. In the right on Roy. That's the John Knight. That flag goes. It's going to be a big battle to finish this one. In the 375 solo. Cornelius is right up on the back wheel of King Arthur. King Arthur's having none of it. King Arthur's not done a lot of riding this year, and he wants to go out with a win on this one. So, as they come round the last turn for the last time, Rankin gets in the way. King Arthur takes it from Brigadier Brian in second place. That's shared those points, one leg apiece then. Race number 20, a win for number 71. Arthur Livings. In second place, it was 48, Brian Cornelius. In third place, it was number 36, Roy Gom. In fourth place, 43, John Knight. Fifth place, number 22, Paul Gatwood. In sixth place, it was 364, Roy Hazelden. In seventh place, it was 111, Steve Dowling. And in eighth place, it was 67, Frank Izzard. The winner's time was 1 minute 19.19 seconds, an average speed of 41.14 miles per hour. Well, apart from it being a bit wet and stodgy getting in this field, I think we're having a brilliant day's racing here. Go home and tell your friends about it. Tell them not to miss the next Brighton and District Motorcycle Club promotion. Race 21. Race 21 on the line, the 500cc solos. These are the big ones in the solo class. Under starter's orders, the tape's flying, away they go. Nice even break as they head down the first straight. Mark Smith, who threw it all the way in that first race on the last turn of his first race, is leading this one. He looks behind him and Graham Brown is right there. Then Graham Brown walks his way through. Side by side, they go down there. It's Graham Brown and Mark Smith. Side by side. Then Robin Pilcher. Ian the Amis. Mark Smith is going to do it again. No, just turn on through. I thought he was going to throw it all the way again. He's gone back down to third place. Might have this straight though. Ian the Amis is in there in fourth place. Mark Smith comes back at Robin Pilcher, sets his sights on Graham Brown, but Graham Brown's made the most of a mistake. He's got himself a few yards clear now. On the last lap to go, it's Graham Brown, Mark Smith. Look at Ian the Amis coming up on the inside of the two of them. These two are having a battle, I want some of it. Trying his utmost to come up on terms. He's through into third. He goes up onto the back wheel now of Mark Smith. It's Graham Brown now that's going to take the second tag. Graham Brown takes the win. Mark Smith in second. Ian the Amis in third and Robin Pilcher in fourth. This is a win for number 122, Graham Brown. In second place it was 54, Mark Smith. Third place, trying hard and pushing all the way there, 183, Ian the Amis. In fourth place was 174, Robin Pilcher. In fifth place it was 14, Paul Austin. Sixth place, 145, James Cramp. And in seventh place, number 2, Adrian Harden. No eighth finisher, the winner's time 1 minute 12.57 seconds and a speed of 44.89 miles per hour. From the top, 122, 54, 183, 174, 14, 145 and 2, 1 minute 12.57 seconds, a speed of 44.89 miles per hour. After race 22, we're going to have a short 15-minute interval for the marshals to stand down and do the necessaries, and then we'll get back on with the third legs. Tony Dart leading this one then. He had the fastest time of the day so far in his first ride. He's looking tremendously good here. It's Tony Dart for Dave Rumsey. Justin Shaw, Chris Sweet, James Peters. Let's spread ourselves out. Well, there goes Dave Rumsey. Dave Rumsey's out for Scotland. 37, Tony Dart struggling to keep the front wheel on the floor there. From 187, Justin Shaw in second, then Chris Sweet in third, then 45, James Peters. Here comes the last lap flag, 77, Tony Dart, right up in the air, 1 lap to go. 187, Justin Shaw in second place. flag goes for number 77, Tony Dart. Race 22, this is race 22, and a win there for 77, Tony Dart. Second place, 2187, Justin Shaw. Third for 110, Chris Sweet. And fourth for 45, James Peters. The winner's time was 1 minute 08.59 seconds, an average speed of 47.49 miles per hour. On 19 points apiece is 49, John Pilcher, and 46, Colin Osborne. On 17 points, Nick Adams. 16 points, number 23, Rob Hargreaves. 14 points for Frank Izzard. 13 points for Alan Dan. Problems for one rider there. Looks like it could be Frank Izzard with trouble with the BSA. Away they go then. Down the first straight into the corner, it's Keith Strudwick that leads. Track drying out now, a little bit of dust coming up. It's 1, 2, 4. Keith Strudwick, from Nick Ablett, Simmons, Colin Osborne, and Rob Hargreaves. Simmons coming up on the back wheel of Nick Ablett, trying to cut up the inside. 1, 2, 4, Keith Strudwick from Nick Ablett, from Richard Simmons, Colin Osborne, and Rob Hargreaves. After that flag goes out for Keith Strudwick from Admo down in Sussex, followed by 180, Richard Simmons from Wallingham in Surrey, then Nick Ablett. Not too far off the track there in Sussex there. Can't think of the name of that village, I know it too, never mind. Long way late. Second flag goes to 24. Keith Strudwick, number 180, Richard Simmons, then Nick Ablett. It was a win for number 124, Keith Strudwick. In second place, it was number 180, can't read my own writing. 180, Richard Simmons. In third place, number 50, Nick Ablett. Fourth place, number 46, Colin Osborne. And in fifth place, number 23, Robert Hargreaves. No other finishers. The winner's time, 1 minute 13.06 seconds, an average speed of 44.59 miles per hour. From the top, 124, 180, 50, 46, 23. 1 minute 13.06 seconds, 44.59 miles per hour. Race 24 on the line, working for Matt Reed, Nick Adams, John Pilcher, Paul Simmons, Brian Cornelius, and Alan Dan. First rise, away they go, a nice even break, and look at Matt Reed zooming down that straight. That machine is for sale this afternoon if anybody wants it. Go and talk to him in the pits. 152 then, Matt Reed. 49, John Pilcher. Then 31, Paul Simmons, he's on another Yamaha. Then Brian Cornelius right in amongst it. Then Nick Adams and Alan Dan. 152 then, Matt Reed with the already, and this looks like being the third, and this is way up there at Kingsland. One of the hottest prospects to move into the Premier League next season, and he's only 16 years of age. Matt Reed from Maidstone. That's the last lap flag from John Pilcher, Paul Simmons, Brian Cornelius, Brigadier Brian, then Nick Adams, and Alan Dan. There goes the second flag, that's 3 rides and 3 wins for the unstoppable Matt Reed. 24 in the programme, 3 rides, 3 wins for 152, Matt Reed. In second place, it was number 49, John Pilcher. Third place is 31, Paul Simmons. Fourth place, 48, Brian Cornelius. Fifth place, 105, Nick Adams. And sixth place, number 20, Alan Dan. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.15 seconds, an average speed of 45.15 miles per hour. 152, 49, 31, 48, 105, 20, 1 minute 12.15 seconds, a speed of 45.15 miles per hour. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon they are 10 lap finals. 10 lap finals this afternoon. Left-hand Sidecars coming to line them. We're looking for Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph, so far unbeaten here this afternoon. Also in the programme there is number 9, Barry and Geer, who missed their second ride. Not sure whether they'll be out for this one or not. Number 174, Duncan Fish and John Wadey, whose fan club we have just to the right-hand side of the caravan, and Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. That's the lineup. Also in this one, the additional rider of 127, Danny Holman and Colin Clark. Revs rise. Somebody needs a little push back off the tapes. Away they go then. Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph are not away as the red flags are up. It's a full start. A funny feeling the start marshal fella may have been standing in the way when the tapes went. I'm not blaming him, but that was what it looked like from here. Indeed, we have got Barry and Geer in those Shearer shirts. Off we go then, another even start. They go down the first straight. Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph away this time. Don't forget it's Jason's foot. Oh, look at the gears come through there. Oh, taking it away from the birthday boys. And they come back on the front underneath. Something like that, I bet that. Martin Cuff, Jason Ralph, still got the better advantage on that turn. They're away now. Barry and Geer, the British champions, in second place. But Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph playing catch me if you can. We'd really get his head on. It's got some power there, you know. Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph from Barry and Geer in second place. Then Duncan Fish and John Wadey. And then Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. Followed home by Danny Holman and Colin Clark. Meanwhile, look at the front runners. Martin Cuff and champions for 1997, showing the British champions the way home. British champions decided to have a ride right-handed between the finals and this current moment in time, but they're back with a vengeance left hand now. It's the final that counts though, but coming round here in very good time. 2-8, Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph from Barry and Geer in second. Then Duncan Fish and John Wadey, and then Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. Another hot racing prospect that was too. 3 rides, 3 wins then for the unbeaten 128 Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph. In second place it was number 9 Barry and Geer. In third place it was 174 Duncan Fish and John Wadey. In fourth place 209 Ron Jarvis and Michael Moore. And in fifth place number 127 Danny Holman and Colin Clark. The winner's time was 1 minute 13.88 seconds and average speed of 44.09 miles per hour. That's 128 9 174 209 127. 1 minute 13.88, the speed of 44.09. Race 26 on the line then, the left-hand side cars. We're looking for Willis and Gromit. We're looking for Graeme Hilton and Duncan Disorderly. They're away. 5 outfits to do battle, and Kev Bovis has got really a lot of work to do. He's trapped last at the moment. Graeme Hilton and Duncan Disorderly are in the lead ahead of Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. Around the outside, he knows that the inside isn't open to him. He cuts back, comes right up on the back wheel of Graeme Hilton, but unable to get through. There's no gap left. Graeme Hilton, Duncan Disorderly holding the lead in this one. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis are right behind them, doing everything they know to try and come on turns. Third place is Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew with another 1,000 V twin. There goes Neal Owen. No, he doesn't quite get there. Almost touched Graeme Hilton's rear mudguard as they come round. He was that close. They're working as a team, those two boys behind. They're really coming up. Look at this. Look at this. They're coming up on the inside. They're going to get there. Right side by side. They're going to the next corner. Neal Owen top of the bar. Graeme Hilton driving. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis leading this one. Graeme Hilton and Duncan Disorderly in second. Kev Bovis comes up into third ahead of Peter French, but he's got a lot of work to do if he's to come on terms. The checkered flag is there. Number 4, Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. In second Duncan Disorderly, then Wallace and Gromit, Peter French and Dave Hollands. Race 26, the left-hand sidecars. A win for number 4, Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. In second place, 151, Graeme Helton and Duncan Earnshaw. In third place, number 60, Wallace and Gromit, Kev Bovis and Nigel Field. In fourth place, it was 273, Peter French and Dave Hollands. And in fifth place, it was 41, Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew. No sixth finisher, the winner's time was 1 minute 16.11 seconds, speed of 42.80 miles per hour. Race 26, 4, 151, 60, 273 and 41. 1 minute 16.11 seconds, speed of 42.80 miles per hour. With Johnny Wellgo, then it's the 350cc solos, our river vengeance this time. 139, Dave Mears leading, 66, second place, Massingham, Jason Ross, Michael Pilcher, Tim Mount, Webb and Walter Neame, again looking down about machine with problems. Not having a good end to his season, Walter Neame. This really is where the club racing finishes. Today, the international star. 139, Dave Mears leading this one. From 66, Steve King, from Jason Ross, from Bruce Massingham. Then Michael Peters, Tim Mount, Keith Webb. We've lost Walter Neame down the bottom corner. Down there by the start line. 139, Dave Mears taking the last lap flag now. From second place, Steve King. In third is Jason Ross. In third is Bruce Massingham. 37, Michael Peters. 6th is Tim Mount. 7th is Keith Webb. Now comes the checkered flag. 3 rides, 3 wins, unbeaten. 139, Dave Mears. 139, Dave Mears. Second, 66, Steve King. Third was 25, Jason Ross. Fourth was 117, Keith Massingham. Fifth was 37, Michael Peters. Sixth was 17, Tim Mount. And seventh was number 52, Keith Webb. No 8th or 9th finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 09.24 seconds, a speed of 47.05 miles per hour. That's 139, 66, 25, 117, 37, 17 and 52, 1 minute 09.24 seconds, a speed of 47.05 miles per hour. Most of the 350cc boys are in this one, and girls as well. Number 6, Phil Ranson leads, and Teri Massingham is in second place, with Adrian Harden in third and Alan Dan in fourth. So, 3 rides and 3 wins for Dave Mears. This could be 3 rides and 3 wins for Phil Ranson. The battle of the giants will come in the final. Teri Massingham plugging away there in second place. Adrian Harden in third and Alan Dan in fourth. Our young lady rider cracking on with some good points there in second place. Just lost her left leg a little bit, but she's A-OK. Number 6, Phil Ranson taking the last lap flag. Teri Massingham chasing hard in second. Then it's Adrian Harden and Alan Dan. Second flag, 3 rides, 3 wins for Phil Ranson. Out of the last corner and in second place, it's Miss Teri Massingham. And number 2, Adrian Harden. And number 20, Alan Dan. It's 28, easy win there for number 6, Phil Ranson. In second place, pushing all the way was 213, Teri Massingham. In third place, it was number 2, Adrian Harden. And in fourth place, number 20, Alan Dan. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 12.37 seconds, an average speed of 45.01 miles per hour. From the top then, 6, 213, 2 and 20, 1 minute 12.37 seconds, 45.01 miles per hour. Race 29 then. Coming to the line, we're looking for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, Lee Ray and Chris Wall, John Halsey and Jason Glennie, Roy Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill, Gavin Newlin and Simon Beanie. I don't think we'll get number 4, James Rogers and Damien James. They haven't been out so far this afternoon. So we're looking for a 5-horse race. I can see 3 horses and 2 pushing. Robbie Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill are on the line. John Halsey and Jason Glennie just coming in. So are Lee Ray and Simon Beanie. No, that's not Simon Beanie, that's Chris Wall. Yes, well, there you go, you see. Gavin Newlin and Simon Beanie. Not my fault, I think. And Rob Wilson, Tony Miles coming into the line now. The revs rise, they're under starters' orders. I'm not happy, he wants one of them to go back a little bit. That's all ready to go. Along the way, the first corner, the cracking start for John Halsey and Rob Wilson. Again, a battle of the giants in just this heat. And there they go, it's 13, John Halsey away, and little Rob Wilson going right up there with him. 2 steer frames. Steering to victory. Look how close that is. You can't get any closer than that. You can get a blanket over him. Halsey, Jason Glennie, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. John Halsey just getting the better of it there. He is the British Masters champion, don't forget, for 1997. Showing what a worthy champion he is. He goes a bit wide. Rob Wilson's there on the inside. He couldn't make enough on that time. John Halsey, Jason Glennie, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, followed by Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. Father leads son again, then Lee Ray and Chris Wall, and then Gavin Newlin, Simon Beanie. Up that flag. He's got the running at the moment. Very fast exit to that corner, and he's gained a few yards on Rob Wilson this time. Think it'll be enough to hold it. Rob Wilson throws it in hard in the last turn. The checkered flag comes out. It's a win for 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. From 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Then Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. Lee Ray and Chris Wall, Gavin Newlin and Simon Beanie. LH Sidecars is race number 29. A win there for number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In second place is number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In third place is 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. In fourth place is number 6, Lee Ray and Chris Wall. And in fifth place is 101, Gavin Newlin and Simon Beanie. No 6th finisher, the winner's time 1 minute 18.41 seconds, an average speed of 47.10 miles per hour. The right-handers Andy Stevens, Simon Carter, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock, John and Wayne Stafford, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby, Tony Gilbert and Andy Wood. I don't think we're going to get 183. Stuart the Amis and Dave Mugg have not been out so far this afternoon, so again we look at a 5-horse race. 2 on the line, 2 coming. So that's a 4-man race. We're obviously missing one somewhere. So I'm told it's an 8-man race. Don't forget the passengers. Very important, them passengers. If you finish without one, you don't qualify. Away they go now. The red flag's up. The full start there. Real indoor speedway promotions. I'll give you a phone number to book your tickets over the phone. Away we go then. A cracking start this time. Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock go into the lead from Steve Smith and Tony Baseby in second place. Steve Smith trying hard on that corner, but Dave Steer having more legs out of the turn. Andy Stevens and Simon Carter bringing up the rear. Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock out in front. 1-1-2, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby in second place. Then number 5, Andy Stevens and Simon Carter. Oh, heaven this one, I think. inside. Dave Steer, Rob Sharrock on the Steer Yamaha. Steve Smith and on the Colvin Dixon Smith on the Fireblade. There goes the last lap flag for Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock. Then it's Steve Smith and Barry Geer, and then bringing up the rear are Andy Stevens and Simon Carter on the Kawasaki. Next Bombay Steer outfit. There goes the checkered flag, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock pick up the win. Second place to number 112, Steve and Tony Baseby. Race 30 and action hotting up, ready for the 10-lap finals. Race 30 was a win for number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock. In second place, it was 112, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. In third place, number 5, Andy Stevens and Simon Carter. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 19.24 seconds, an average speed of 46.61 miles per hour. That's 17, 112, 5, 1 minute 19.24 seconds, 46.61 miles per hour. These are the pre-75 solos. We're looking for Tim Mount, Brian Cornelius, Paul Gatwood, Arthur Livings, Roy Gomm, Roy Hazelden, John Knight and Steve Dowling. I've booked my tickets. You're going to book yours? Race 31, the pre-75 solo. Into the first turn there comes Sir John Knight, is into the lead, Paul Gatwood rolls over. He's up on his feet, he's okay. Arthur Livings is overtaking him though on that turn. It's King Arthur Livings that goes in front. Brigadier Brian is in second place and chasing hard after King Arthur. King Arthur leading this one. Roy Gomm's broken down with the BSI. You know, very often we see that normally incredibly reliable stuff. It's 71 then. Arthur Livings leading this one. From Brian Cornelius in second place. King Arthur, Brigadier Brian, Sir John Knight in third. Then Roy Hazelden and lost a few in this one. Grasstrack racing at its best. Here we go. The last lap flag. King Arthur from Brian Cornelius in second place. King Arthur leading. Brigadier Brian's right there in second place. He's pushing hard. Roy Gomm's got the BSA going again. In the last turn for the last time. King Arthur leads. Brigadier Brian's flat out there behind him. Doesn't the guy's got any answer to it. The BSA P40 comes good. King Arthur wins. Brigadier Brian in second place. Sir John Knight rolling up there in third. Race 31, the pre-75 solos, and a win there for number 71, King Arthur Livings. In second place, it was 48, Brigadier Brian Cornelius. In third place, number 43, Sir John Knight. In fourth place, the Right Honourable 364, Roy Hazelden. And in fifth place, another Right Honourable Roy, 36, Roy Gomm. No other finishers. The winner's time of 1 minute 17.27 seconds, an average speed of 42.16 miles per hour. From the top, 71, 48, 43, 364, 36, 1 minute 17.27 seconds, a speed of 42.16 miles per hour. Two more races before the interval, and that's two 500cc solo legs, a short interval while we just add up the points, and then we'll all be back ready for action again. 500cc solos in this one. Graham Brown, Andy Kerrison, Chris Sweet, Dave Hollingsby, Ian the Ames, Robin Pilcher and Dave Rumsey. There they go into the first turn. It's Graham Brown that gets there first. Dave Rumsey is right there with him. Ian the Ames is also there. So is Robin Pilcher and Chris Sweet. Both come out of that first turn. Graham Brown leads into the next turn with Dave Rumsey in second place. Then it's Ian the Ames. Followed by Robin Pilcher. Robin Pilcher gets Ian the Ames back on that straight. And, into the corner they come then. Leading out of the turn now. 22, Graham Brown. 110, Dave Rumsey. 174, Robin Pilcher. 183, Ian the Ames. 110, Chris Sweet. Nice tight line there for number 122, Brian Brown, as he comes forward past that flag. There's one lap from victory with Dave Rumsey right there with him, then Robin Pilcher and Ian Leamis having a bit of a ding-dong battle between them. Ian Leamis seems to have the advantage out of the inside of that corner. Down the back straight he goes. Dave Rumsey is taking the advantage off of Brian Brown on the front line. This will be a fight to the finish, I'm sure. Dave Rumsey drops in, he's over, ladies down. Brian Brown, second for Robin Pilcher, third for Ian Leamis. And Dave Rumsey tried just a little bit too hard to take the win there. You can't keep a good man down. I think he's going to push home. 110, Chris Sweet. Completes race distance. Dave Rumsey gets his machine up to the line. Not too sure why Ian Leamis is doing another lap, but maybe all will be revealed later. 122, Graham Brown, second 174, Robin Pilcher, third 183, Ian Leamis, fourth number 110, Chris Sweet, and fifth number 10, Dave Rumsey. No other finishers. The winner's time was 1 minute 12 seconds precisely, giving an average speed of 45.24 miles per hour. From the top, 122, 174, 183, 110 and 10, 1 minute 12 seconds, speed of 45.24 miles per hour. Marshals, if you could stay in position a little bit after this race, we have got a left-hand sidecar demonstration. The Clive Holland left-hand sidecar demonstration. Race 33, the 500cc solos. Adrian Hart, Mark Smith, James Cramp, Justin Shaw, Paul Austin, Tony Dart, James Peters. Here they go. 7 runners in this one. Round they come then. Mark Smith leading it from Tony Dart. Tony Dart on the outside there. Mark Smith on the inside. Mark Smith going for it. Tony Dart in second place. Then Justin Shaw. Then Paul Smith. Adrian Hart. James Cramp. And James Peters. Tony Dart in second place. Tony Dart doesn't have the fastest time of the day so far around this circuit. Catching up with Mark Smith real fast at the moment, but Mark Smith is holding on to that advantage. Tony Dart is there in second place. Then Justin Shaw. Then Paul Smith. Tony Dart got Mark Smith on the inside, comes through there clean as a whistle. Tony Dart takes up the running. I think he's had 2 rides, 2 wins. This could be 3 rides and 3 wins if he can just hang on to this one. Adrian Hart, James Cramp in a right battle between themselves. Here comes Tony Dart. That's the checkered flag. A win for Tony Dart. Second place, Mark Smith. Third place, 187, Justin Shaw. 27, Tony Dart. Second place, 254, Mark Smith. Third, 2187, Justin Shaw. Fourth, number 14, Paul Austin. Fifth, number 145, James Cramp. And sixth to number 2, Adrian Harden. Seventh place was 45, James Peters. The winner's time was 1 minute 07.10 seconds and an average speed of 48.55 miles per hour. That's 77, 54, 187, 14, 145, 2, 45. 1 minute 07.10 seconds, a speed of 48.55 miles per hour. Looks like Peter French's bike. Clive Holland riding it. Big fistful of throttle there from Clive Holland. 127, that's Johnny Arnott's bike. Round he comes, isn't it? Obviously showing that he's not lost any of the throttle that it takes to race these things.
Yeah, we want to check it.
Likes to hear the engine revving, does Clive Holland. Remember, he follows from a very strong racing family. Brian Holland used to ride one of these things a few years ago. As I say, he does look a little cautious into the corners, but not frightened to come out of them in a hurry. On the John Arnott Nourish. There goes the second flag for Clive Holland. Looks like he enjoyed that. Bonfire burn up posters. Sorry, but it was first come, first served. Away we go then. This is the run-off. This should be the last four-lap race of the day, and they're really at it as they go into that first corner. They're almost touching. They're side by side as they go round there, but Gavin Newland has got the better run out of that corner. Gavin Newland, Simon Beanie are away. Andy Stevens and Andy Wood are in second place. They're chasing hard. Run. Gavin Newland, Simon Beanie on number 5. Andy Stevens and Andy Wood. Simon Beanie leading this one in. Andy Stevens and Andy Wood there in second place. Andy Stevens is an ex-hot rod car racer who's actually gone over to motorcycles. I've known people go the other way. It's not very often people come this way round, but congratulations and welcome to Andy Stevens. 101 though, Gavin Newland and Simon Beanie leading this one on the last lap. Andy Stevens and Andy Wood in second place on the Xbox Baseby Kawasaki. Round the last turn then for the last time, and 101, Gavin Newland and Simon Beanie stamp their authority, put their name in the right-hand sidecar final this afternoon. So a brave attempt by our newcomer, Andy Stevens and Andy Wood. Has come to the line, and there's a very talented, very skilled man of many meetings established watching here this afternoon. Welcome, Philip Sims. And don't try hiding behind them dark glasses. The 250's come to the line. It's 10 laps, don't forget. The 10-lap final is underway, and Keith Strudwick's got the best of the start, but Matt Reed, he doesn't. Oh, there goes Keith Strudwick, big time. I think the foot is stuck open going into that corner, and it's full of big Strudwick. Matt Reed going on the left side, in the interest of safety, but I'm sure you'll find that throttle stuck open. He pulled that cutout peg out to stop it. But Keith Strudwick is down and out at the moment. The first aiders are very fast in attendance. The start, but Matt Reed, he doesn't. Oh, there goes Keith Strudwick, big time. I think the foot is stuck open going into that corner, and it's full of big Strudwick. Matt Reed going on the left side, in the interest of safety, but I'm sure you'll find that throttle stuck open. He pulled that cutout peg out to stop it. But Keith Strudwick is down and out at the moment. The first aiders are very fast in attendance. The 250 solo boys will go back to the start to do it again. It could be quiet and lonely in the new inn at Hadlow Down this evening. Away they go then, down the straight. Matt Reed, and it's not Matt Reed now, Nick Ablett goes into the lead. Nick Ablett takes over the lead of this one. So he goes a little wide out of that turn. Matt Reed's right in there. Matt Reed comes through. Nick Ablett's down the third. Richard Simmons in fourth, up to third. 152 then. Matt Reed leads this one. He of the Kingsland Speedway fame. 152, Matt Reed second place then. Richard Sims. Nick Ablett. Paul Simmons. Brian Cornelius. Colin Osborne. Nick Adams. And Rob Hargreaves. Look at the Matt Reed, absolutely flying here. Robinson Pilcher trying not to let him get away. But it's a long race over 10 laps, and this could become the survival of the fittest. Might take me out off the Brian Cornelius. Look at the Brian. We'll do 10 more laps in a minute on his 350 gap. 152 then, Matt Reed. Leading from Robin John Pilcher. Richard Sims, Nick Ablett. Paul Simmons, Brian Cornelius, and Colin Osborne. Right here on the shot corner, it looks like Nick Adams has gone down, but they're all getting around the inside them quite nicely. Matt Reed leading. And John Pilcher, Richard Sims, Nick Ablett, Paul Simmons, Brian Cornelius, Colin Osborne. Nick Adams pushes to the inside of the green. Rob Hargreaves goes wide to allow a big gap for Matt Reed to come through. Matt Reed, a very nice tight line around there. It's Matt Reed. John Pilcher, Richard Sims, Nick Ablett, Paul Simmons, Brian Cornelius and Colin Osborne. Something like 6 laps done. 5-2, Matt Reed still leading. From John Pilcher, Richard Sims, Nick Ablett, Paul Simmons, Brian Cornelius, Colin Osborne, and 105 Nick Adams comes back in the fray. 152 then. Matt Reed wondering how many more laps he's got to do. Then John Pilcher. And Richard Sims, and a bit of a gap back to Nick Ablett and Paul Simmons starting to have a go now. Looks like Nick Simmons could be Nick Ablett could be retiring, and he's allowed Paul Simmons to go right on the outside, but Paul Simmons just too wide. Matt Reed coming up, he's past Nick Adams again. There's 180, Richard Sims, then John Pilcher. Those three getting rather spread apart, but look at these two at it, hammer and tong. Nick Ablett, Paul Simmons, plenty of straight left. And here comes the checkered flag, the winner of the Brighton 10-lap final is done by Matt Reed. Second place to Richard Sims, third to John Pilcher. Ignore Nick Adams, he's a little bit in arrears. Then it's Paul Simmons, Nick Ablett, Ignore Rob Hargreaves. Next man home is 48 Brian Cornelius and 46 Colin Osborne. Official result for you in a moment. Final then. Over 10 laps and a cracking win for number 152, Matt Reed. In second place was number 180. That's Richard Sims. In third place was 49, John Pilcher. Fourth place, 31, Paul Simmons. Fifth place, number 50, Nick Ablett. Sixth, 48, Brian Cornelius. Seventh was 46, Colin Osborne. Eighth was 23, Rob Hargreaves, and 9th, 105, Nick Adams. No 10th finisher. The winner's time was 3 minutes, 10.30 seconds, a speed of 44.53 miles per hour. Race 35, the 10-lap left-hand sidecar final. Here we go. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis have got their front wheel just in front on the first turn. They throw it sideways into the corner. Martin in the cup and Jason Ralph went a little bit wide, and Barry Geer comes flying through. On the inside, comes back past Barry and Robin Geer, but Neal Owen has got it in front at the moment. Neal Owen, flying the Welsh Dragon, is down the back straight like a long dog. It's Neal Owen and Dylan Davis, and in hot pursuit is Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph. We've got 10 laps of this. Here they come then. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. Jason Ralph trying to find a way through on the inside there. Then Barry and Robin Geer are in third place. Then Kev Bovis, then Nigel Fields, then Graeme Hilton, then Duncan Disorderly, and then Rob Heath, and Dean Bartholomew. Well, look at this front line. Neal Owen is absolutely flying around this corner. Then the Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph closer every time. Martin Cuff goes through on the inside of Neal Owen. Neal Owen fights back and cuts the nose off of Barry and Robin Geer as he comes around that corner. He's setting his sights on the back wheel of Martin Cuff again. Martin Cuff's chair wheel's lifting. Barry and Robin Geer trying to come around the outside. They need to Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph at the head of things. Neal Owen. and Dylan Davis not giving up one bit as they fight away there in second place, trying to tire the man out in front of them. Martin Cup and Jason Welsh, so did Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. That is Barry and Robin Geer in third, then Ken Davis and Nigel Ford, Graham Melton and Duncan Disorderly, and then 41 Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew. There are 5 laps completed, someone in a half Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. Looking like they need a little bit of extra power. Down the race they go, Martin Cuff, Jason Ralph, the birthday boys this week, are out in front and going for it. Then Neal Owen looks behind him to see where Barry and Robin Geer are, and they're right there within striking distance. Then it's Ed Bowles and Nigel Field, alias Wallace and Gromit, then Graeme Helton and Duncan Earnshaw. Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew bringing up the rear. Jason Ralph, 8 laps completed. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis seem to be tiring slightly. Barry and Robin Geer pushing all their work around the outside. Not sure if they're going to get there or not. It's all action stations. Here comes the last lap flag. That'll tell them that it's now or never if they're going to do anything. Jason Ralph, they've got to follow the Martin Cup as they go round that corner. Less than a lap to go now. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis are there in second place. Barry and Robin Geer in third. Then Colin and Gromit in fourth. Then Graeme Helton. Duncan Earnshaw. And then 41 Rob Heath. And Dean Bartholomew. There goes the second lapper. It's completed. And Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph have won it. And Jason Ralph looks like he can barely hang on any longer. Neal Owen and Dylan Davis took second. Barry and Robin Geer in third. Then Kev Bovis and Nigel Field look absolutely whacked. Then Graeme Helton, Duncan Earnshaw, Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew. Was a win for number 128, Martin Cuff and Jason Ralph. In second place it was number 4, Neal Owen and Dylan Davis. In third place it was number 9, Barry and Robin Geer. In fourth place, number 60, Kev Bovis and Nigel Field. In fifth place, 151, Graeme Helton and Duncan Earnshaw. And in sixth place it was number 41, Rob Heath and Dean Bartholomew. The winner's time was 3 minutes 11.84 seconds, an average speed of 44.17 miles per hour. That's 128, 4, 9, 60, 151. Bill Ranson and 139 Dave Mears, who both went through their heats unbeaten. Then it's 25, Jason Ross, 66, Steve King, 17, Tim Mount, 213, Teri Massingham, 2. Adrian Harden, 37, Michael Peters, 117, Keith Massingham and 20. Alan Dan, there they go, off the line down the first straight. Bill Ranson leads into the first turn. Dave Mears comes round the outside, cracks open the throttle, those two go for it. It's 6, Bill Ranson leads, second place. Then 25, Jason Ross, then Steve King, Michael Peters, Tim Mount, Teri Massingham, Keith Massingham, Adrian Harden and Alan Dan. Good tight line there for Dave Mears, he goes out in front, he goes away against Bill Ranson, but Bill Ranson's hanging on to his back wheel. It's Jason Ross in second place, then 66, Steve King, Tim Mount, Michael Peters, Teri Massingham, Adrian Harden, Keith Massingham. Alan Dan bringing up the rear. 139 Dave Mears, stretching a few yards in front of Bill Ranson. Oh, big pile up down there. I think Teri Massingham's down, Keith Massingham's down, Michael Peters is down. Lynn Massingham must be doing her crunch. The red flags are out, the race is being stopped. I can see Terry's sitting up and okay, but the first aiders, as ever, are right there. Tapes flying, away they go. There's a cracking start and away they go. Tim Mount's got the best of it this time. Well, Ranson's there in second place, then Jason Ross, then Steve King. I just know how much reliable machinery he's got, and managed to give him a lap start, and still not away yet. No, Dave Mears looks like he's retired from this 10-lap final. Phil Ranson now got the running. Jason Ross is out with trouble. Number 6 then, Phil Ranson, from 17, Tim Mount, 66, Steve King. Then Alan Zang, and Adrian Harden. Keith Webb goes up to 5th place ahead of Adrian Harden, chasing up onto the back wheel on number 20, Alan Zang. Dave Mears has got it running. Number 6, Phil Ranson leading from 17, Tim Mount in second place, then Steve King, Alan Zang, Keith Webb, Dave Mears. Dave Mears looks like he's pulled out after just one lap. I think his goggles in his hands, he's probably got something in his eye. Out goes Dave Mears, a brave try there. Phil Ranson out on his own, leading this one from 17, Tim Mount, oh no, 66, Steve King in second place, then Tim Mount in third. Keith Webb down with problems. 6, Phil Ranson leading them. From 66, Steve King in second place. Then 17, Tim Mount. 20, Alan Dan. 2, Adrian Hart. Number 6 then, Phil Ranson. Still leading. 66, Steve King in a good second place there. Then 17, Tim Mount. Then Alan Dan and Adrian Hart. Phil Ranson gains ground on those tail enders. Looks like Keith Webb's lost his chain. Phil Ranson stood in the lead then. Steve King in second place. Then 17, Tim Mount. Then Alan Dan and Adrian Hart. Phil Ranson leading this one, lapping the tail enders as he goes. A comfortable lead here. Over half a lap in front of Steve King, who's in second place, and Tim Mount, who's in third. Now comes the last lap flag then for Phil Ranson. He looks over his shoulder, he's decided to ease up. I was wondering whether he could battle with the other competitors in this race. If he kept up that supersonic speed, but he's decided that he can take it easy. No rush. Steve King in second place, Tim Mount then in third. The checkered flag goes for number 6, Phil Ranson. Then the tail enders, number 2, Adrian Hart and 20, Alan Dan. We're now looking for second place man, 66, Steve King. As he takes that checkered flag, I bet he's relieved. Here comes Tim Mount in third. Keith Webb's up and mobile again. The 350cc solo 10-lap final was a win for number 6, Phil Ranson. Second was 66, Steve King. Third was 17, Tim Mount. Fourth was number 2, Adrian Harden. And fifth was number 20, Alan Dan. No other finishers. The winner's time 3 minutes 13.20 seconds. An average speed of 43.86 miles per hour. John Halsey and Jason Glennie. We've got number 24, the last winner of the Ace of Aces. That's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Number 17 then, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock, the bravest men alive in the Intercentre Team Championships. At Basingstoke a few weeks ago. Then we get 25, Robbie Wilson Jr., 112, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby, and 101, Gavin Newlin and Simon Beanie. on the line there, and the reserve patiently, hopefully waiting, but one of the worst feelings in the world that every one of your mates is going to break down. John Halsey, Jason Glennie, Rob Wilson, Tony Miles, Dave Steer, Rob Sharrack, Robbie Wilson, Colin Hill, Steve Smith, Tony Baseby, Gary Newlin, Simon Beanie. That's the list of runners in this, the right-hand final. Their understarters orders. They're away. 10 laps. Here we go. Rob Wilson, Tony Miles. All runs are finished in your office. 1, 2, 3 into the first turn. Rob Wilson's got it at the moment. Dave Steer's come for the inside on him. No team riding from these teammates here, I can tell you. All from the same Steer stable. It's 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack. And 13, John Halsey, Jason Glennie. All knowing there's a long way to go in this race. And Rob Wilson's decided he's going to set the pace for it. He's out in front. Will he tire himself out? John Halsey looks a bit further with mud at the moment. It's 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles from Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack. Jason Glennie, Robbie Wilson, Colin Hill, Gavin Newlin, Simon Beanie, and then Steve Smith, Tony Baseby bringing up the rear. Right out down this straight they go then. It's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles at the same distance at the moment from Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack, who are equally safe distance from John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Then Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill at even safer distance. Gavin Newlin, Simon Beanie, and Steve Smith, Tony Baseby. Here at the moment, wait and see if anybody starts to tire and somebody can make up some ground, but at the moment it's looking quite settled, done and dusted. Here they come then. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles, Dave Steer, Rob Sharrack, John Halsey, Jason Glennie, Robbie Wilson, Colin Hill, Gavin Newlin, Simon Beanie, and that looks like Gavin Newlin is gaining a bit of ground there on Rob Wilson Jr., Steve Smith, and Tony Baseby are there. Rob Wilson and Tony Miles leading it on their steer frame. From Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack on another steer frame, and then John Halsey and Jason Glennie on yet another steer frame in third. Seem to have John Halsey, Jason Glennie appear to be making up a little bit of ground there. Lost the tail end of the mudguard off their machine. They're making a lot of ground on Dave Steer. Dave Steer seems to be losing the ground on Rob Wilson. Round they come, and John Halsey taking evasive action there. He caught Dave Steer up a little bit too quick. Rob Wilson laps the tail ender, throws mud in his face. As he comes round there, he's going to see the last lap flag thrust upon him. Just one more to go. It's Rob Wilson and Tony Miles from Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack, then John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Then Rob Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill and Gavin Newlin, Simon Beanie. Round for the last time, one last squirt of the throttle, done and dusted. A win for Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. Second place to Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack, and third place to John Halsey, Jason Glennie. That is Rob Wilson Jr. and Colin Hill, Gavin Newlin and Simon Beanie. And then Steve Smith, Tony Baseby, bringing up the rear. Appreciation, ladies and gentlemen. Very fast sidecar boys. We've got a national lineup of sidecars here this afternoon. And sidecar final was a win, a cracking win for number 24, Rob Wilson and Tony Miles. In second place it was number 17, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrack. And in third place it was number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In fourth place, number 25, Robbie Wilson and Colin Hill. In fifth place, 101, Gavin Newlin and Simon Beanie. And in sixth place, 112, Steve Smith and Tony Baseby. The winner's time was 3 minutes 09.30 seconds and an average speed of 47.06 miles per hour. That's 24, 17, 13, 25, 101, 112, 3 minutes 09.30 seconds, a speed of 47.06 miles per hour. Just have a look at those nice trophies again now. Some nice trophies here this afternoon. I'd be proud to win one of those. This is the pre-75 solos then. Over 10 laps. Tim Mount, Brian Cornelius, Paul Gatwood, Arthur Lewis, Roy Don, Roy Hosen, John Knight, Steve Dowling, and away they go. Down the first straight, King Arthur is away. King Arthur leads into the first corner from Brigadier Brian in second place. Arthur goes a little bit wide and then we've lost Mr. Gatwood. Lost Mr. Gatwood at the back there on his flat. The pre-75 solos continue. King Arthur leading Brigadier Brian. Brigadier Brian's going to push him all the way. Will one of them tire? Then it's 36, Roy Gomm in third, and then Sir, Right Honourable. John Knight in third place. Then the Right Honourable Roy Hazelden. And Super Steve Dowling. 71 then, Arthur Living comes out of this corner, he's flat out going to it, Brian Cornelius in the second place still, PSA leads the Jap here this afternoon. The PSA is ruling the roost. Brian Cornelius is giving him a big run for his money, he's trying to go around the outside as he comes around this corner. 71, King Arthur leads Brian in second place as they chase after the tail enders. In third place at the moment it's Roy Gomm on the 250 PSA. Look at Brian Cornelius and Arthur Livings going around that tail ender. And Arthur Livings cannot shake off Brian Cornelius. Brian gets a bit of a wobbler on and a bit of a tank snapper, but he's coming down the straight behind King Arthur. King Arthur leads. Brigadier Brian is in second place. Now it's getting confusing because they're overtaking and lapping everybody. There's John Knight has overtaken the Right Honourable Roy Gomm. King Arthur is still leading. Brian Cornelius is still only a few yards away. He seems to be slowing slightly. 364 looks like he's retiring with problems. 111 Steve Dowling still at it. The John Knight is still at it. The Right Honourable Roy Gomm is still at it. And look at Brian Cornelius coming back at King Arthur again here and no, he's not quite doing it again. Less than 2 more laps to go if my mathematics are correct. It's King Arthur leading and Brian Cornelius is fighting all the way. He's gone round of 7, was it? Oh here, there's still 3 laps to go. Brian Cornelius has got his wheels in front and now they muddle up with the tail enders. This could be anything. It could be disaster, it could be anything as they go through. Brian Cornelius and on the lap Sir John Knight. The Right Honourable Roy Gomm has already suffered that feat. King Arthur's through there as well. And Brian Cornelius is really going for gold this time. King Arthur comes up past Sir John Knight. But can he make up those yards on Brian Cornelius? Here comes the last lap flag. It's 38, Brian Cornelius. Brigadier Brian leading on the last lap from King Arthur. Now I'm not sure who's third. He could be. 43 on to his third. Sir John Knight and the Right Honourable Roy Gomm is in 4th place. And Steve Dowling is in 5th. But back into the right order. Here they come then. There is the checkered flag. And Brigadier Brian wins from King Arthur in 2nd. Here comes Sir John Knight to take 3rd. The Right Honourable Roy Gomm. A lap of drift butts in those places. And then 111 Steve Dowling on the 500 Jap. Was a win for 48, Brian Cornelius. In 2nd place, it was 71, Arthur Livings. In 3rd place, it was 43, John Knight. 4th place was number 36, Roy Gomm. And in 5th place, 111, Steve Dowling. was 3 minutes 19.44 seconds, an average speed of 42.49 miles per hour. 7, Tony Dart, and 122, Graham Brown. Followed by 187, Justin Shaw, 174, Robin Pilcher, 54, Mark Smith, 183, Ian Lee Ames, 110, Chris Sweet, 14, Paul Austin, 45, James Peters, and number 2, Adrian Harden. Reserve if required is number 10, Dave Rumsey, who you will remember, I think he broke down in one race and or did fall off, but he had a non-finish I think there somewhere, which obviously cost him some very good points. There we go then, the 500cc solo is underway. We've got 2 demonstration races after this. Tony Dart goes into the first corner, overtaking Mark Smith, then early leader, then Mark Smith takes it back again. Mark Smith is leading at the moment, Tony Dart is right there on the inside and Tony Dart goes through. Tony Dart leads out of that turn, well clear now of Mark Smith in second place. Then it looks like our reserve, Dave Rumsey. 122 then, Graham Brown moves up past Dave Rumsey in the third place. Tony Dart, Mark Smith, Graham Brown, Dave Rumsey, Ian Lee Ames, Robin Pilcher, Justin Shaw, Paul Smith, Adrian Hart and Chris Sweet. Tony Dart is then the leading. Mark Smith in second, then Graham Brown, Dave Rumsey, Ian Lee Ames putting Dave Rumsey under a bit of pressure, through he goes on the inside, then it's Justin Shaw, Robin Pilcher, Paul Austin, Adrian Hart and Chris Sweet. Tony Dart comes out, gets another lap in. Justin Shaw seems to be going out with problems. Paul Austin plugging away there. Tony Dart laps Chris Sweet. The lapping has started. Here comes 54, Mark Smith still in second place and Graham Brown there in third. Then is Dave Rumsey and Ian Lee Ames. Robin Pilcher. Paul Austin. Again we see Tony Dart. He's picked off Adrian Harden from the back now and sets his sights on the back wheel of Paul Austin. Mark Smith in second, Graham Brown still in third. Then it's Dave Rumsey. Ian Lee Ames going around the outside of Dave Rumsey this time. He's through and clean and gone. And then it's Pilcher. Paul Austin. There goes Tony Dart past Paul Austin. So the leader is the clear half a lap in front now. On second place man Graham Brown. Then it's Mark Smith. Then Ian Lee Ames and Dave Rumsey having to go back at him. Then 174, Robin Pilcher. There's Tony Dart again. Tony Dart leading, Graham Brown coming through in second, Mark Smith still holding third, Ian Lee Ames fourth, Dave Rumsey fifth. Tony Dart starts the last lap, it's the last race here. That's right, it's Tony Dart leading. Down goes. Not sure though, I think it was Mark Smith dropped it there. We've got 122. Graham Brown is in second. Ian Lee Ames now in third. Dave Rumsey in fourth. That's the second time Mark Smith fell off on that corner today. There's Robin Pilcher. Tony Dart takes the checkered flag. He wins the 10-lap final here at Brighton. Second place to 122, Graham Brown. Third to 183, Ian Lee Ames. Fourth for Dave Rumsey. One more time, one last chance on the raffle, or I'm taking it up the pub. 2 £5 notes here in the raffle. Orange ticket 143, the pink number 9. Here comes the winner, show your appreciation. Well done, this is going to be a cracker. Chris Moore leads with Tony Wood, I think, in the thing, but they've dropped back to third place on the corner. Kev Bovis and Simon Beanie have gone for the big one out in front. That's Kev Bovis and Simon Beanie. Then it's Ian Whale and Rob Sharrock in second. No, we're not going to do 10 laps. 101 then, Kev Bovis and Nigel Field. That looks like Duncan Fish's feathers. That's probably, I think that's supposed to be Ian Whale and Rob Sharrock. And the third one is Chris Wall and Tony Wood. Not Tony Wood, Andy Wood. Kev Bovis and Simon Beanie giving it the big one down their back straight. Simon Beanie saying, get in tighter on this one. Here comes Ian Whale and Rob Sharrock in second place. The last lap flag goes out. Kev Bovis, Simon Beanie, Ian Whale, Rob Sharrock, Chris Wall and Andy Wood. Half a lap remaining in this one then. And it'll very soon be trophy presentation time. 101, Kev Bovis and Simon Beanie take the win on that one. I think it was Ian Whale and Rob Sharrock. You see solo final, race 39 in your programme was a win for number 77, Tony Darb. Second place to number 122, Graham Brown. Third was 183, Ian the Amies. Fourth was number 10. And then we've got a left-hander now, Ken Jarvis and Jason Davis. I know they haven't had the best of lucks with that machine today, and it looks like they've retired to the centre green on the first straight. 500cc solo final, first 77, second 122, third 183, fourth was number 10, Dave Rumsey, fifth 174, Robin Pilcher, sixth 54, Mark Smith, seventh 14, Paul Austin, eighth number 2, Adrian Harden, and ninth number 110, Chris Sweet. No 10th finisher, the winner's time was 3 minutes 02.60 seconds. An average speed of 46.40 miles per hour. 250s in third place, it was number 49, John Pilcher.
Not good enough, Bob, where is mate?
Nice big smile for the camera. Watch the birdie. In second place, another very evergreen rider was 180, Richard Simmons.
Still trying, pretty much.
And in first place, one of the best prospects we've got for a winner for the South Eastern Centre in the years to come, it's 152, Matt Reid.
He's down on Speedway, signed up for how good doing that. England.
Moving on to the 350cc solos then, and in third place, often in the silverware, Tim Mount.
We know Tim will go to Speedway. Well done, Tim.
Second place this afternoon in the 350s was 66, Steve Kerrison. Always a good rider. And now another man whose mantelpiece must be reinforced with scaffolding, I should think, to hold up all his trophies. Number 6, Phil Ranson.
They're right. Scaffolding. Right.
On now to the right-hand chariots. Looks like a who's who, looks like an aces lineup. In third place, the British Masters champions, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In second place, Dave Steer and Rob Sharrock.
No, you don't like that. Hold it close, yeah. Up. You don't want it all over.
And first place in the right-hand sidecar 10-lap final this afternoon, it was Rob Wilson and Tony Miles.
Going down aces next week.
That's what we want to know. Is Rob Wilson going to retain the Ace of Aces title? Will he be the last man to ever win the Ace of Aces? Can he do it 2 in a row? And now we'll have a little bit of a mix with the nobility, because we're going to go out with the pre-75s. In third place, number 43, Sir John Knight. Come on down. What about the picture then?
He's too tall.
In second place, it was 71, King Arthur Livings.
Don't close the young lady. She won't bite. Cheers.
And in first place, making it a little bit of a habit after Leatherhead the other week, we might not see much more of this man. He might go pre-75 racing, you know. Brigadier Brian Cornelius. Brigadier Brian won on 52 points, Arthur Livings had 50 points, and Sir John Knight had 37.
Well done, Brian.
Well done, Brigadier.
Thank you, Martin.
The 500cc solos, another good line-up here this afternoon. Proper good south-east and centre line-up. And the third place going to number 183, Ian Leamis. I think it's fair to say the only thing he's not ridden yet is a left-hand sidecar. So when's that going to happen, Don? Oh, we haven't got any Ian Leamis. Don Leamis will take it. Here, come out and see the girlie.
I'll take it here, Clive.
Here. Here.
They're all gone home.
Come on,
I'm trying to get them started, ain't I?
What's the stake?
Here, that for me, please.
You want my son?
For Don. Go on.
Yeah, go on, Daddy take it.
Well, Dad's going to take that. This is Don Leamis. Father of 3 good grass-tracking sons.
Yeah, why not?
Have a photo. By the time he won a trophy, look. Been going enough years.
You got it, did you? That missing's like, didn't it?
No, of course.
In second place, who's this man going to send up? Graeme Brown. Coming himself. Look, he's brave. Can't understand these boys. Race all day for a trophy, then they don't want it. Top of the tree this afternoon. Very, very fast young man, very fast rider. Didn't see a lot of him this year. Let's hope we see more of him next year. 77, Tony Dart.
Told you, take it easy.
Oh, no, there ain't none for left hand, is
Left-hand sidecars. Not a good day for British champions and British Masters champions overall, was it? But in third place, the British champions in the left-hand sidecar class for 1997, Barry and Robin Geer. On the 5 bells Yamaha.
Your wife told me to cook anyway. That's right. Yeah, boys, everything all right. Thank you. Can't do every day. That's it, mate.
In second place, all the way from Wales, Neal Owen and Tim Davis. Good to see these boys travelling this distance to come and win these trophies.
Sponsors think you've got to come.
You gotta go for it.
Yes, go.
And to the winner, the spoils, the birthday boys. One on Tuesday, one next Sunday. Martin Cuff and Jason Rowe. Very good organising your birthday on the Ace of Aces date when you're a left-hander. It means you can get drunk and still watch Grass Track.
Thank you. Well done, boys.
Well, I hope we've run out of trophies.
Yeah.
Good, because I've run out of people to present them to. Thank you very much for coming, ladies and gentlemen, to the Brighton District.